Alright guys, so we are super excited to show you this video. Just a nice little progress update. We know that we need to start delivering in the next couple of days, so we're going to show you where we're at. I mean, we are basically 95% of the way there, waiting for a few little parts like a new backplate, but other than that, let's go through this update. Okay, let's turn this guy around and have a look at the new seal. Okay, as we are going to see now, that's basically our new seal system over there. Really neat, really smooth. This still needs to get polished out, so that's going to happen in the next day or so, which is obviously going to make it just a lot clearer so you can see a lot better through. But I mean, right now we're achieving, basically we call it touch clarity, so as soon as it's on the phone it's nice and clear. Okay, we've got our iPhone 6 over here. We've actually been testing out a new method, and that's basically just drilling a nice little hole inside it, and that way you just stick it over the top. When you are in the water, obviously any water droplets that hit it can cause your phone to fire or change modes or whatever the story is, but we've actually got a little shortcut behind that on the iPhone and Samsungs, where basically you can lock your entire screen functionality to a certain setting, and no matter what happens on the screen, the only thing that's going to fire is when you hit that side button, that volume button, which also will be activated by the Bluetooth remote that you can stick inside your housing as well. For those of you that have noticed already, this is our new bag. Really cool. Actually, same sort of material that you'll get from those towels that basically they turn into almost like a towel shirt. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, but I kind of do. But yeah, just super nice and thick. Will protect your dome. You can also wipe your dome off with it. Yeah, so we're really stoked with how that's turned out. We're just waiting for the sample with the print, and that's going to get finalized also today or tomorrow. So anyway, let's go for it. Let's put the phone in. Let's have a quick look at one of the mods that we've done here. I mean, super basic, but basically we put a little bit of press stick around the phone, and you're going to see why now. So when you've lined it up centrally, that press stick is just going to block off a little bit of the hole. Obviously we haven't cut this exactly to size. We made it a little bit bigger just so you can fit other phones and that kind of stuff in it. But the press stick there will cover any light coming in. Obviously prevent the reflections that would be caused if there was some light peeking in through past the phone over there. Okay, let's close them up. Okay, so as you can see, he's starting off with the top two screws. This is what we recommend. We're just going to start with those top two screws there. Not going to tighten them all the way, but basically you're going to see a little bit of silver. If we can just lift that up there, you can see a little bit of silver peeking through. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, we've got another 4 to go, so let's do exactly the same thing there. Once again, we are making some modifications to this back plate, which we can't wait to show you guys. We saw some shots off the CNC today, and we're basically ready to go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tighten it up so you can see no more silver between the screw and the back plate, and basically this is just showing us that it is 100% closed around all the corners. What's quite nice is we have added in a little thumb screw tightener that we should get our sample of tomorrow. But basically that just means when your hands are nice and wet, there's going to be absolutely no problem tightening or loosening this thing up. Also it's going to clip in quite nicely on that little point over there. Not clip in, but you're going to hang it basically from a string just out of way of anything. Also where your wrist strap is, so it will sit basically on that point, so you can have it with you. There's no chance of really losing it, but we will send you some videos and show you guys how that's going to work. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Let's pick it up. Let's check that we've got a close on all of those corners. You can only see black, you can only see black. Let's turn it around. You can only see black there, you can only see black. And that's also only black. Okay, lovely. So basically we are ready to go here. So now this phone unfortunately is not on, but we could have showed you some touch functionality as well directly through the membrane. You can see it a little bit hazy, but that is just because we haven't polished that yet. It's going to be basically clear in our final shots that we're going to get, because we can polish up to a mirror finish. Anyway, let's chuck it in the pressure testing unit and let's see what we can get out of this guy.
There we go.
If you guys would have watched a couple of videos with us, you'll notice that we use this, or we've got a bigger one sitting down over there, where we can do multiple units. Then we've also got that testing tank over there, which is pretty cool as well. You can also set it up with a whole bunch of units to do basic tests, but every single unit that we've ever shipped out would have gone through this right here, where we can actually watch the individual unit go through the test, see if there's any leaks anywhere. But yeah, we're quite excited to do this little test. Let's see what kind of depth that we can actually get it up to. So we rated our units at 5 meters. We're pretty comfortable at that because we know that we've tested them at a lot more. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's see also what happens under pressure. So anyway, you can see that in there. Let's go up. What you reckon? Oh, it jumped almost to 2 bars straight off the bat. Let's go to 2. We'll lock it off on 2. Okay, so that's 2 bars. That's 20 meters, guys. So we can see now quite a lot of pressure. That screen basically sucked onto all around the phone. But having a look now, absolutely no water. That thing is bone dry. Still absolutely bone dry. No water coming in. Okay, let's get it out and let's see what the final situation is there. That was pretty cool. What do you guys think of the GDome Mobile swag right there? Is that something you guys would want to buy in our store? Let us know in the comments. Whoop, and there she is. So the marks that you can see here, we just added a little bit of Vaseline to the seal. Just gives it a much better sealing point, makes it a bit easier. You can also see the pinch quite easily. So nothing comes through there. Let's turn it over and let's open it up. Let's see if we're still bone dry in there. Just remember that we've rated our domes only to 5 meters, even though that pressure test just went all the way up to basically 20 meters underwater. But again, like, we only rate this to 5 meters. Well, let's get a better angle here. As you can see, we've got the shirt out here now, and that is part of the reason why we are including a little screw tightener to assist you guys, just to be able to winch these guys open and closed, especially if you're going to start, you know, like pushing the limits a bit with your dome. You'll notice that I'm banging this thing around a bit. It's actually on a tripod and I'm picking it up, so I'm hitting things all around us. That's what's actually making these noises. There we have it. Not a drop on the inside of this guy. You can see this point over here, it's got a little bit of water on it. That is where the actual seal takes place on our new sealing system over here. Drops in off this rib. Which, as I said, we're changing the back plate. We can't wait to show you guys what that's going to look like. It is going to be insane. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll send you guys some more updates throughout this week of more finalized products. If you haven't already, make sure you check out our Indiegogo. If you're watching this after our campaign ends, because guys, we only have 4 days left. 4 days left for you guys to get a special deal. Really nice discounts. You're going to be saving over 30% on your GDome Mobile. So make sure you head on over and back us while you can. Otherwise, head through to our site, getgdome.com, and you'll be able to order your GDome Mobile from there. Have a good one. Cheers, guys.